everyone to the losers semifinals match of the Wii Sports OG golf tournament. And as the name says, we are gonna observe two losers today. I'll be your host, Garrett. Some of the ladies know me as the G-Meister, but anyways, on to our competitors. We have Sir Tyler here, most notable for his cameo appearance on a singular Ludwig stream. And then we have Wave. That's it. Now, since both competitors are on the select a course screen, I will give them a countdown starting from 7 and ending on go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, that was probably Wave. That was nasty. Wave with a bit of a lead here. Tyler's not known for his internet speed generally. So Wave will have Tyler will have a 14-second. Oh wait, never mind. Tyler teleports into the future, only a second behind now. Wave hits the second shot a bit far. He is gonna have to make either the longest putt of his life or a wedge chip, and Tyler does sink for birdie, whereas Wave's gonna fall stroke behind now. It was too far to putt.
Nice par.
Tyler not going for the disconnect on 2, going for a more conservative strategy known as the bunker driver, where you simply use the driver to hit the ball into the bunker, and then afterwards you use the driver and hit the flag. He did hit a bit too close to the pole though, so he didn't sink for birdie, but he still got a fast par. Wave, on the other hand, taking a dive into the out of bounds. Not a very fast strategy, but we all try our best around these parts. Instead, does a really interesting putt. It was stuck on the lip of the bunker there, so kind of just teetered out. Tyler with a solid approach. Oh, he actually clips the fringe there, so he does get a bit more distance than he probably would have liked, getting past the green.
Nice shot.
And he just misses the putt. Wave with a good shot onto the fairway island. If you're like my father when this game came out, you would have not known this island existed, but us speedrunners, after careful analyzation of the minimap, have realized that you can actually go up there. Tyler gets a bit of an interesting wind here, combined with the pin, that is. Oh, he does hit the pole though. Tyler's gameplay was having some palpitations there, but maybe I'm actually just freaking out watching his incredible gameplay. Wave can potentially catch up now. Tyler does get a par here, but Wave also gets a pretty atrocious wind, but he does land in the bunker. Bunkers are fast, except when you take extra strokes to land in the bunkers. But now we see Tyler going for the classic disconnect on 5.
Nice par.
In a bit of a tricky spot here, but he does end up going too far. His first shot was a bit tricky because he had too close an approach, and he misses the putt by half a foot. Wow. Wave, on the other hand, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. He's a bit farther back, so a bit too late of a disconnect, but you can kind of see my point I'm getting at, hopefully.
Nice on.
But Tyler nails the first disconnect on 6 now.
Nice birdie.
Misses the disconnect, but he gets a bunker skid, so he's actually still on the green. Wave going for his patented singular disconnect strat. Although he claims it is more consistent, every time I have commentated him, he has been less consistent than the person going for the 2 disconnect strategy opposing. But a fairly decent shot from him there, making me consume my words. But speaking of fairly decent, that putt was actually like awful. Tyler's gonna have a pretty good lead here now. He did miss that putt or it's more of a wedge approach actually, not a putt. But yeah, he has a 3-stroke lead, maybe 2. Most likely a 3-stroke lead.
Nice shot.
Wave, although far behind, chooses to not take the shortcut, instead relying on Tyler's sheer incompetence to maybe catch up in this match. Tyler with an interesting shot there, lands in the bunker.
Nice on.
And Wave is going to have to make a really difficult putt here. And he narrowly misses as Tyler enters hole 9 while Wave is still on hole 7.
Nice par.
Let's see what strategies Tyler chooses to go for. He does opt for disconnect. Maybe he feels like taking a bit of a swim. Wave does get a disconnect to work on hole 8, unlike Tyler, but misses the driver chip. A bit of an awkward spot there. And Tyler finishes with a 509. Wave seems to have gotten lost now. Using the driver to get back to the start. Interesting strategy. Decides to reset. Couldn't figure out how to progress on hole 8. Do any of the competitors have anything they want to say, or do they want me to ask them any questions about their game?
Where on earth did I land on hole 2 that caused me to not get the drive at like that really weird angle?
Oh, you landed on like the edge of the bunker.
Stupid. But after that it was just over, and then I didn't play very well after that.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, quitters never prosper, so I hope you regain the confidence to try your best in these upcoming matches, Wave, so we can hopefully see a 5-game match here. Now, Tyler, nice win there, pal. Okay, I think Tyler's having some intestinal issues, but anyways, let's go on to game 2.
I was literally muted.
Oh, well, that wasn't me. Yeah, let's just go on to the second game now. I'll give a countdown from 7. I lied, it'll be from 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. The anticipation is killing me. Wave with a bit of a lead, a 4-second lead this time. Gets a very interesting wind, 30 northwest. Took me a while to remember my east and west there, but I still got it. Tyler going a bit far here. He could make a driver chip, though it is not a common strategy in the tournament. Wave, on the other hand, makes a red bar putt, and the gameplay flashes before our eyes, and we see Zodiac kill progress with a par. It's hard to tell if anyone has a lead. I think Wave has a slight lead. Wave approaches with the wedge this time, learning from his mistake of fucking up horribly from the bunker last time, but a solid par. Really hard wind to actually to birdie with there. That strong of south would have taken a chip in of some sort. Wave red bars this with only 4 back. Is that going to go over? Oh, he just stays on the island. Tyler with a much less risky approach. Wave overshooting the second shot. He was so far up that hitting it even under 3 dots there with the driver was too much in the juice department, as some may claim. Tyler also lands a bit far. Set up in the same position as last time to sink a far putt. And he does, with a nice pull clank drop down to the ground. Ball in the hole. putt. Or northeast for Tyler, a very calm wind as opposed to Wave's garbage wind. And I don't think Wave's wind was that bad. It was pretty bad though. At least his was south though. I think he could have done a red line to play it well. And Tyler does get by with the birdie, taking a bit of a lead over.
Nice par.
Actually, he does have more of a lead because of delay, but just a little bit over a strokes lead from Tyler here. But it's not over until it's over. There's plenty of time for both competitors to screw up. And speaking of which, Tyler does actually make a mistake, but he does somewhat compensate for his failed disconnect shot with the water respawn. Oh, wow, Wave did make that putt. I thought that was going to be a rim job, but it does go in, and both players are practically neck and neck.
Nice shot.
A bit of issues here with gameplay quality, but we'll try to decipher what's going on. It seems that Tyler has nailed a disconnect on the back end of the green, but Wave has an even better shot.
Nice.
Tyler makes a long putt, an outstanding play from him, but Wave is actually going to barely take the lead by a second or two now because he had a much shorter putt. That should be fine for Wave to make it through the shortcut, and he does. Tyler, on the other hand, hits the out of bounds, is going to have to try again. He has a really tricky wind. Gets the red bar to go the wrong way again, but his alignment was much better, so he does manage. Wave gets by with the birdie here.
Good birdie.
Tyler uses the iron. Oh, what a chip in! Tyler's still in it. Wow. You can tell this guy has like the world record in something or other. Wave giving up. This could be the opening Tyler actually needs to secure this match. Wow, Tyler with an outstanding disconnect, only 3 yards away. And he does take the lead with that. That really shows the dominance of give up here, folks. Because in a non-disconnect run, for instance, that give up on 8 doesn't lose that much time, but even a give up compared to a give up par, or no, I'm having a stroke. Just never mind me. This is an epic moment here. Wave takes a practice shot, but Tyler also sinks into the water. Wave is on the final island, unlike Tyler. Wave does overshoot with the iron, I believe. Oh, Tyler has a much closer shot here, but he is behind. Wave does miss the shot, though, and Tyler takes the game. Wow. What a performance. But it's not over yet, folks. Remember, this is the first to win 3 matches. And although Tyler has won 2, 2 is less than 3. Anything from the Tyler or Wave, the tourneyman?
Which
anything?
club do I beat next?
Wait, what do you beat next?
Which pleb do I beat next?
I don't know. I think you're in losers finals after this, so it's undecided. Either me or a Moad, but I wish you the best of luck in that, Tyler. If you do indeed win.
Still got another game left.
Yeah, Wave. That is a good point.
I know.
You have to win 3 consecutive games now. Do you think you're up for the challenge?
I think I can do it. I just need to get better wind luck because that wind luck was absolutely terrible.
Well, despite how you feel, Tyler doesn't agree.
You can submit a complaint to HR.
And speaking of submitting a complaint to HR, we did have a filing about an interesting noise in the past 5 minutes ago in between rounds 1 and 2, and I do have to apologize to the folks at home for that. We are getting that sorted. But anyways, on to game 3. This could be for all the marbles, but it also could not be if Tyler spills the marbles. But anyways, on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Much less delay differential from the two players this time. So this match, whoever goes in the hole first will pretty much be the undecided. Or not undecided, will be the decided winner. Tyler lands on the green, and Waves ends up a bit short because he gets a strong backwind and use the iron, so... He does go for a putt, interestingly enough, even though he's quite a ways away. So Tyler is going to break away with a birdie's lead here.
Nice par.
Does go for the tried and true bunker driver chip on 2. Nails it. But Wave is going to catch up a bit as he does get a really solid disconnect birdie, which will save about 1 to 2 seconds. But remember, folks, everything counts here, so... Especially when playing from behind, Wave does need to take some of these risks in order to stay in the game. A solid shot from Tyler. This should be a great approach onto the green, and it is. Look at that shot. Oh, Wave in an interesting spot here. Just landed outside the bunker there. Does choose to wedge it on. Is going to get a fairly fast birdie, though. Tyler getting a similar situation as before with north wind with the right pin, but a very, very fine approach from him. Is going to secure a relatively fast birdie, I believe. And there it is. Wave gets a bit of a strong wind, so he's going to have to sink a bit of a farther putt. But he does, staying in the match. Tyler nails the first disconnect on 1. No, this is hole 5. But he does get a somewhat favorable spot, chooses to go for the putt, and misses it by a hair. Maybe 2 or 3 hairs, but it did not go in. That's all that matters, folks. This gives Wave the leeway he might need. He does have a tricky putt here, but that looks like a fair alignment. Oh, and just a bit too weak on the power. A similar spot as Tyler. I'd say that might have been like half a hair that time. I was very surprised that did not work. And speaking of did not work, Tyler failed the first disconnect on 6. Does go for a backup shot just by redlining right the driver. Ends up doing a no disconnect hole 6, but he does not get he does not go through the bunker, and this does give Wave an opportunity to catch up here. And Wave does sink that. No, I lied. Wave barely misses another putt. It's about tied here now, folks. Wave with a slight advantage, exiting at 331, whereas Tyler's exiting at 334. So 3-second lead for Wave here.
Nice shot.
A beautiful wind for Wave. Does skid into the bunker. Tyler having to take a hybrid middle path because of his wind. Also lands in a bunker. Oh, Wave barely missed the eagle chipping from the bunker. It is going to have a bit of a faster birdie than Tyler here, though both players did have decently fast birdies. Tyler actually made up some time there. Wave choosing to give up 8 still, despite the fact that this debatably lost him the match last round. He is sticking to what he believes in, and Tyler once again gets the disconnect birdie and takes like a 6 to 8 second lead. Or not that big of a lead, about 5 seconds, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Tyler gets a beautiful wind for a disconnect 9. So does Wave, though. Both players getting outstanding win to get an eagle here. Two yards for Tyler, though, and he's going to get a sub-5 in the tournament. And that is it, folks. A 3-0 win from the legendary Ludwig cameo appearance haver, Sir Tyler. Wow. So Tyler, I must ask, how do you feel after that annihilation of a match?
When's the next one?
I don't know. We'll probably plan some big sort of gig. Wave unfortunately did leave. I hope he's not too upset about the match. Probably not the outcome he wanted. Unless he wanted to lose, but I don't think so. Still a solid performance from him. His choice to give up 8 two times and just sacrifice his lead was questionable, but I respect the concept of safe strats. Yeah.
He was also practicing an hour ago by playing Resort. So.
Oh, that's a very good strategy.
It's worked for me so far.
Yeah, it's honestly what I'm doing right now too. But I guess that is going to conclude our losers semifinals match between Tyler and Wave. Thank all of y'all who have tuned in. Well, I'm really not good with words. I'm glad I was your commentator. I'm the G-Meister. Feel free to sub to me on Twitch. I think Twitch is safe now. That's probably where you're watching this, unless you're watching this on YouTube in 2027. But I'll see y'all next time for what is planned to be a big stream containing the winners. Peace out.